You can scramble them, fry them, boil them. Today we're baking them. I'm talking about eggs, specifically a little dish called œufs en cocotte. We've got food writer Tara O'Brady in our kitchen to show us how it's done. So great to see you, Tara.
Thank you for having me. Always happy to be here.
A lot of people have never heard of œufs en cocotte or even baking eggs. They put them in a skillet and they do what they do.
Well, you might also know them as shirred eggs. That's another name for them. They're very similar to coddled eggs. The difference is that these are eggs that are going to go in the oven, cooked uncovered in a bain-marie.
Okay.
And the great thing, especially if you're holiday entertaining this weekend, you can make them in advance for a crowd. Easy, and you can customize them to the tastes of the people that you're serving.
Well, already I'm seeing that we've got a lot going on here. So why don't you
We're
help?
starting
let's
out
do this.
with a classic one,
Okay.
and that's going to be with a little bit of a Spanish flair to it.
Great.
So I'm going to get you to help.
Yes.
This is
I'm
you.
always looking for new egg recipes.
Well, this is wonderful. As I said, you can absolutely adapt it. So what we're starting with is a base of leeks.
Okay.
So these are just going to be stewed leeks that are going to go in the bottom of our little dishes here.
And when you say stewed, what are we?
Sautéed low with a little bit of water and a lot of butter. So see how they're tender and they're fully cooked.
Right,
We've also crisped off some ham here. So we're going to take a bit of ham.
Good looking ham, too.
It is. We have some Spanish ham.
I like big bites.
You can do it however you want. This is what I mean.
I just taste this, Michelle. That's ham.
On top of that, we're going to put some eggs.
So you're doing 2 in yours?
I'm doing 2 because I'm using a larger dish. A cocotte is actually a specific type of baking dish, but you can use a ramekin. We've got a gratin dish here. Okay. Whatever you have, what you're looking for something is that's going to cradle the eggs. Okay. So we'll season that lightly. Salt and pepper. I'm seasoning yours a little bit for you.
There you go.
And then we've also got a little chili flakes because I like a little heat.
Yeah, a little bit of heat.
And then this is the secret to luscious eggs. We're adding some cream.
This is full fat cream.
It is full fat cream, but there's actually a use beyond the flavor, and that is that it's going to insulate the eggs. So when they go into the oven, you're not going to get rubbery eggs. They'll be velvety and lush. So
and you don't have to, you're only putting a little bit in there, which is
just enough that it comes up about halfway up the sides of the eggs, and then we have manchego cheese.
Yeah, okay.
So grating of that on top.
You could use any cheese you want.
You can. This is the great thing about these. You could also use other vegetables. If you have some roasted vegetables, potatoes, things like that, even a crouton. What you're looking for is, since this is only...
a crouton would be good.
Yeah, nice little toast hiding at the bottom.
That. Okay.
The thing is, though, is that these only take about between 10 and 14 minutes to cook, so you have to make sure that whatever will cook in that time, or have something like a cooked vegetable that's already cooked for you.
Okay, and so now you're putting boiled water in here?
Yes, this is hot water.
Hot water.
We'll put it so it comes halfway up the side of the vessels.
Okay.
This is what's going to create that steamy, slow cooking environment so that our eggs don't get overcooked and rubbery.
All right.
So up the sides and then into a hot oven, a 350 oven.
350 for how long?
It depends on how you like your eggs. About 12 minutes for a soft set yolk, and then just go a little bit longer if you like it hard set. So once that's in the oven, we can talk about our toppings. And
yeah, because then my guess is if you're doing these and you're doing a bunch of them, you could lay them out. You could have as many different garnishes as you want. If this is what it is, this looks like a great brunch.
It is. It's a fantastic brunch idea. So first of all, I love having something to dip in.
Yeah.
So here we have some puff pastry straws. You can make them, and these ones are cheese with paprika, but it also could be tapenade or pesto, depending on the flavors that are in your eggs. Asparagus is coming into season, so just grill some of that, or classic toast soldiers. Yeah. And then over here, we also have some sauces to finish. We have romesco, and then we just have some great classic pesto that will work really well with the Spanish theme.
And then you can even add garnishes on top. Could you put any of this in the eggs before you cook them?
You can, absolutely. What I love is having something fresh at the end, and this is where we get to play. This is for a different eggs. We have also done an Asian inspired by Korean bibimbap version.
Oh, sure.
So this is going completely off book. And with that one, you can add things. This one has brown rice. It's cooked with stock instead of cream, a little bit of butter.
Stock, oh, stock.
Yes, so that it's a little bit lighter, but then we've got zucchini and greens and shiitake mushrooms in there. And so on top of that, you can put things like kimchi and pickled radish. You can also do gochujang.
So it really is, it can be as creative as you want. And am I wrong to assume that the cooking process and the cooking time is about the same?
It is about the same. It will all depend on the size of your dish as well. So because we have the smaller dish, that will take a little less time. Just keep an eye on things. You want your eggs nice and opaque white as they are here, and then your yolk as you like them cooked.
I think it's just such a great idea.
And the wonderful thing, as I said, prep it in advance, stash them in the fridge, pull them out when you need them, have your hot hot water and your hot oven, and then put them in as your guests arrive.
Now, and can I ask, if I wanted to bring something like this to the office, does this travel well? Could I eat this the next day?
You can eat it the next day, just reheat at a low heat. So if you're doing it something like in the microwave, it's really helpful to reheat it with actually a damp paper towel on top, because that will give you steam and keep it moist and luscious.
Thank you so much. This really looks delicious. What a great idea. And you can find today's recipe at our website, yourmorning.ca. We'll be right back.